Final after final. Now, it's the showdown in the men's 110-metre hurdles. What an array of talent we have for this big race. The world champion, the Olympic champion, both there. Well, we got a little clue in the semi-finals earlier this evening as to who was sparkling. Sergei Sherbenkov, the European champion from Russia, got the Russian hearts fluttering with a great win in the second semi-final, beating the fastest man in the world this year, David Oliver, who's drawn in the lane inside him. William Sherman of Great Britain starts in lane 1. He's always performed well in these World Championships, 4th in Berlin, 5th in Daegu. Personal best this year, he's back to his best. Andrew Riley, Jamaica, a hurdle and flat 100-metre NCAA champion, wants to concentrate on the hurdles, an emerging talent from a proud nation. David Oliver, fastest man in the world this year, Olympic bronze medalist 5 years ago, but he looked slightly tight and tense in the semi-final. Listen to the roar for Sergei Sherbenkov, European champion indoors and out. A really, really good run in the semi-final. Could he upset the American dominance? Thomas Martineau Lagarde, one of two French brothers, rapidly improving this year. He was second in the first semi-final, but will need to improve on that lifetime best, you suspect, to challenge for the win. Jason Richardson, the defending world champion, the Olympic silver medalist. Little nervous smile. Aries Merritt. Last year, he was unbeatable. The Olympic champion, the world record holder. He was left in his blocks in the semi-final and will have to be sharper here. Ryan Wilson, the American national champion. He starts on the outside in lane 9. What a final in prospect. So hard to call this one. Sherman, Great Britain in 2. Riley, Jamaica 3. Oliver, USA 4. Sherbenkov, Russia in 5. Martineau Lagarde of France in 6. Richardson, the United States in 7. The defending champion, Aries Merritt, the Olympic champion in 8. Ryan Wilson, USA in 9. David Oliver attempts to compose himself here. 4 Americans in this final, but will Sherbenkov of Russia manage to ignite this crowd with a very special European performance? Sherman, Riley, Oliver, Sherbenkov, Martineau Lagarde, Richardson, Merritt, Wilson. One of these athletes is 10 barriers away from a place in World Championship history. They are cleanly away. And who's got the break? It's very tight. David Oliver, perhaps, with Riley of Jamaica having a brilliant run inside him. And it's David Oliver coming away. Oliver is the world champion, just outside 13 seconds. He looked a little bit tense in the semis, but come the hour, he has delivered. It's not the fastest race he's ever produced, but it's the most important win of his career. He's a huge talent, and finally he has a global crown to go alongside those brilliant times we've seen on the circuit throughout the years. He's emotional. That's the best performance of his career.
Wonderful run. Wilson takes the silver and Sherbenkov the bronze, but they were well behind this man, right back to his top form.
He had a horrible 2012, did David Oliver. A year to forget for him. He's battled back so hard. With 4 Americans in the final, you knew they were going to pick up some some silverware from that race, but David Oliver dominated that final from the start. It was verging on an American 1-2-3. There seemed to be a stumble at the end, potentially, from one of the American athletes, and the Russian athlete Shabenkov took advantage of that. But David Oliver from the USA, 13 seconds exactly, a world-leading time. And let's look at the replay, Rob. Oliver was absolutely flying Peter Matthews.
But look at Shabenkov too. He's a good metre and a half down, and he comes through very well. But there is a little bit of a stumble, Jason Richardson. And Ryan Wilson hit that hurdle very hard, and that one, and Wilson stumbles. But you're quite right, Richardson lost it as well. Those two Americans there, as Shabenkov came through to finish well. But this strong, powerful man, actually, he hurdled more cleanly than sometimes we've seen him, and he won very comfortably.
From a neutral's perspective, you can't help but feel happy for David Oliver, and you can see the emotion in his face. That's what it means to him. He has been guilty of not always delivering his potential come the big occasion, but today in Moscow in the Olympic Stadium, his nerves held firm.